Alright guys, welcome back to Underdog Painting. So in this video I want to show you guys how I went about painting Gorslav the Gravekeeper. Now this model is just packed full of detail and I'm going to show you a quick and easy way of how to pick out all them details and make this model look amazing. But if you like anything that I'm doing on the channel, don't forget you can subscribe. That helps the channel out immensely. So click that button and let's get ready to paint. Right guys, so we're starting off with some Waterfine Grey. So we're just painting this on the torso and his arms and also that little zombie that's coming out of the coffin thing there on the floor. So yeah, Gorslav the Gravekeeper is just an immense looking model in my opinion. So loads of detail and hopefully I'm going to show you a way of how to paint it pretty quick and very simple but looking amazing. So yeah, we're just getting this Waterfine Grey all over the skin. Any rips and tears, you can be quite messy at this point as well because obviously we're going to be painting other colours over it. But what we're doing next once that's dry is just get a little bit of Drucci Violet and we're just going to put that in the well, all over really, but make sure it goes in the recesses, all the cuts and grooves and stuff of this model. You don't really have to water this down as well because we were wanting that the dark recesses pretty dark really because we are going to be dry brushing back over, and now we do that. So basically we just get a bit more Waterfine Grey and we dry brush over quite sparingly really. We're not going mental with the dry brushing, but it's just to pick out that nice sickly purple colour. And then once we've done that, we're going to do another little dry brush as well with Waterfine Grey and Administratum Grey, just a 50-50 mix, just to pick up some more highlights to the skin. And then that is your skin pretty much done. So now what we're going to do is work on the fabric of the model, or his little skirt that he's got. And what we're doing is base coating this with some Caliban green. Just make sure not to go over the skin that we've already finished because it would be a shame to do so. It can be rectified, obviously, just go back with the colours that you've used, but just take your time when you're going around these little parts. Once you've base coated around there, the rest of the skirt is pretty easy. You can go over all the other details because we will be painting back over them. So yeah, just a base coat of Caliban green over the top. So now what we're doing is we're going to be working on the wood. So obviously he is ripping up this coffin on the floor, which is letting out this zombie. So we're going to base coat that with Rhinox hide and also the shaft of the spade / axe looking thing, which is just looks really cool. So yeah, just base coat them with Rhinox hide. Next up we're going to be doing the silvers, and what we're doing here is just base coating them with good old fashioned lead belcher. Again, take your time because there is little details and stuff on the model. So we're going to do the spade head, his little hook thing that he's got in his hand there that's prising open that floor, and also he's got two, I don't even know what they are, just two metal spikes going through his body that are like decorative motifs, because why wouldn't you have them on you? Next up we're going to be just base coating the rope with some Zandri dust. Again, try to be careful going around there, but luckily these details are quite like pronounced is the word. They stick out basically, so you can't really get them on the other colours, but if you do, again, just tidy up, but just take your time. So we're doing the ropes and we're doing these bone like headdress that he's got. We're going to just paint them as well, and also the two skulls that he's got on his on them metal spikes that are sticking out of his shoulders. Just base coat them with Zandri dust. So once we've done that, we're just going to paint his little crown that he's got with some Balthazar gold You can do it with silver, but I just wanted to break up all the metallic bits so they weren't all silver. So we're just going to paint that with Balthazar gold. There's some little metal strapping on the bottom of the spade, and some details that's on the hand on his little thing that's hanging off his belt. So once all the base coats are done, it's now time for the wash. So Agrax Surfshade, no brainer really. We wanting this to look all mucky and dirty and yuck basically, so just apply that to every part of the model besides the skin that we've already completed. So the wash is all dried and dirtied it down, but now what we want to do is brighten some parts back up. So what we're doing is going back to Caliban Green and just painting the raised areas of the of his skirt there. You don't have to do every single one, just the odd one or two or whatever you feel comfortable with. I do actually do all of them, but you know, it's pretty straightforward. Colour we're doing is Warflesh. Now this is quite a transparent paint I think anyway, but we're still going to water it down and we're just going to paint the bottom parts of the robe. Once it's watered down, it's going to give a nice little gradient as well, and it'll blend into the Caliban green. So yeah, to just go around doing where you think the light would catch. So I'm going to do across the knee here and just the top of most folds basically. So once we've done that, we're going to repeat the process again, but this time with Lorian Forest, and again just do even less basically, so just the tips of it, and again watered down so they do blend into each other. So once that's done, now what we're going to do is a fun dry brush bit here. So this is going to tie everything in together quite nice. So we're going to get some Zandri dust just on our dry brush there. So we're going to dry brush all the browns, and we're also going to be dry brushing the skirt as well. So this is just going to tie everything in together, make it all nice and dirty and mucky and dead, and yeah, just nice. Also what we're doing is just going to pick out them bones as well with some more Zandri dust. Again, you can go over with a little bit of Rakarth flesh, little dry brush as well if you want to. So I come to the final stages now of the model, and we're just going to work on the metal parts. So we're still wanting this spade to look quite mucky and rusty and stuff, but also a little bit of a shine to it. So we just get some iron hand steel and we just edge highlight it. Just use the side of your brush, that's going to be the best part for you. And also just picking out some little details on them poles. You don't have to paint every bit, just like the sharpest edges. Just use the side of your brush. And that is pretty much the model done. So what I'm doing now is just getting a bit of Rakarth flesh and just tidying up the skulls that are on the back. Just using a bit of Rakarth flesh, just picking out the face there and a little bit of the on the top of the skull there. And that is the model done. Obviously just whack a base on it. Mine's just bog standard Eshin Grey and Mechanica Standard Grey dry brushed over black. Let's go take a look at the model. So there we go guys, there is Gorslav all painted up, and I hope you'd agree it looks pretty cool. I'm certainly loving how this has turned out. Quite happy with the choice of colour for the cloak, or the little skirt that he's got on there, or well, the robes should we say. Obviously the box art is red. I just didn't want to paint a red cloak. I have got a video somewhere about how to paint red cloaks, but obviously just switch out the colours for reds and oranges and stuff instead of greens. Simple as that. But yeah, very happy with how this has turned out. Alright guys, so that is it for now. I will see you on the next one. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content. Alright guys, I will see you all later.